Good afternoon from Charing Cross. Today I'm travelling with Southeastern all the way to Dartford via Woolwich Arsenal. Here at Charing Cross you can change here for the Bakerloo and Northern lines. Also change here for the Circle and District lines from Embankment. Exit here for Riverboat services from Embankment Pier, Trafalgar Square, National Gallery and National Portrait Gallery. We are now ready to depart Charing Cross. Next stop, Waterloo East. Change for the Jubilee line from Southwark. Also change for Bakerloo, Jubilee, Northern and Waterloo and City lines and Southwestern railway services from Waterloo. Yeah, it is during the next journeys I'm doing 22nd of June Lumo to Edinburgh, 29th of June Avanti West Coast to Birmingham New Street and 1st of July LNER to Leeds. Goodbye Charing Cross. I think it's best to avoid the peak hours if you can.
Well, I think we're trying to be healthy. When I was in San Francisco, it was Prince Philip's Memorial. Prince Philip's Memorial. When I was in San Francisco.
Change here for Bakerloo, Jubilee, Northern and Waterloo and City lines and Southwestern railway services from Southwark. Doors will open on the right hand side or left hand side. Sorry, it's my first time in this station since 2015 when I went to Hastings. Actually, doors will open on the left hand side. All trains from platforms B and D are for Charing Cross. Platforms A and B and platforms A and C actually for other destinations. AC/DC, good band. This is Waterloo East. Change here for the Bakerloo, Jubilee, Northern and Waterloo and City lines and Southwestern Railway from Waterloo. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford via Lewisham and Woolwich Arsenal. The next station is London Bridge. I think I'll redo all London Underground all TfL services in the following order: London Underground lines, Bakerloo, Central, Circle, District, Hammersmith and City, Jubilee, Metropolitan, Northern, Piccadilly, Victoria and Waterloo and City lines, then DLR, Elizabeth line, London Overground, trams and cable car hopefully, as well as the District line Saturday, Sunday service between Olympia and High Street, Kensington. Change for the Jubilee and Northern lines, Southern services, Thameslink services and other Southeastern services. At London Bridge is for Thameslink services to Cambridge, Peterborough, Horsham, Brighton, Rainham and Luton, also Gatwick Airport and Bedford. Too many shopping bags with me. Also Southern services to Tattenham Corner, Caterham, Uckfield, West Croydon, East Croydon, Sutton and Epsom. Those heading to Horsham, please travel with Thameslink instead, as Thameslink is quicker and more efficient. Unless you want to travel on the Southern 3776 and 3777 subclass units, which have better legroom than the Thameslink trains. Over there is a Thameslink service. It's actually from Rainham to Luton, as it has 8 carriages. There's 12 carriage trains on services from Peterborough to Horsham, Cambridge to Brighton, Bedford to Brighton, and also Bedford to Gatwick Airport. There, now I won't have to worry about all the shopping bags that could be at risk. The next station is London Bridge. Change here for Jubilee and Northern lines, Southeastern, Southern, Thameslink and other Southeastern services. Southern services to Tattenham Corner, Caterham, Uckfield, East Croydon, West Croydon, Sutton and Epsom. Southeastern services to Hastings, Hayes, Orpington, Sevenoaks, Tunbridge Wells, Ashford International, Dover, Ramsgate, and also other South East London metro services, including Cannon Street. Also for Thameslink services to Brighton, Cambridge, Bedford, Horsham, Peterborough, Rainham and Luton, via Blackfriars, City Thameslink, Farringdon and St Pancras. Here we are at London Bridge. This is London Bridge. Change here for the Jubilee and Northern lines, Southern, Thameslink and other Southeastern services. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford via Lewisham and Woolwich Arsenal. The next station is Lewisham, presumably. Yeah, I have no idea what next station is. Could be Lewisham. Okay, we now have a wheelchair passenger getting on. That was because
Yes, there's another superior.
Please stand clear of the closing doors. This train is ready to leave. Goodbye, London Bridge. I'll see you on the way home. Or not, because I could take the Elizabeth line. I could take a train to Abbey Wood, change at Abbey Wood for the Elizabeth line. There is a Thameslink service from Horsham to Peterborough or Brighton to Cambridge. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Change for the DLR and Southeastern services to Victoria, Sevenoaks and Orpington. Also for trains via Sidcup. At Abbey Wood, doors will open on the right hand side. You can change at Abbey Wood for Elizabeth line services, as Elizabeth line is far more superior and far more efficient. I've definitely been through London Bridge a couple of times before. Last time was in May, whilst going back home from Tattenham Corner. And that was before the Elizabeth line opened, or also before TfL Rail changed to Elizabeth line. Another Thameslink service or another Southeastern service to Charing Cross or Cannon Street. You could also change at Charlton for trains via Greenwich. One of those class 376 trains. They will eventually go onto Southern services once all Southwestern Railway class 707s are transferred to Southeastern. There goes the Brighton main line down to East Croydon, Gatwick Airport and Brighton. London Overground service from Highbury and Islington to Crystal Palace or West Croydon.
Well, during COVID,
I think maybe I'll do some shopping first at Sainsbury's. Either in the Dartford area or somewhere in a Sainsbury's on the way back home.
we discussed Eurovision together, and I asked him about the flats, and we talked about European relations. Seems like he's he works. I thought he works from Europe.
Over there is a New Cross station served by London Overground and other Southeastern services. On the left-hand side of the train, unfortunately. Hello, New Cross. with a London Overground service awaiting departure for Dalston Junction. Goodbye, New Cross. We're probably stuck behind that Southeastern service bound for Ashford International.
Come to my 25th birthday. It is my 25th, 35th birthday.
We're now in a tunnel.
Please come to my birthday.
Or there's going to be lots of tunnels. More than one.
Because of why? Thomas, how are you, my darling? Yeah, but he was very awkward.
We're probably passing through St. John's. Yeah, that there is St. John's.
I'm going to have a lie down, darling. Are you okay? Yeah, darling.
A Southeastern Class 376 bound for Charing Cross. It's the exact same train as the London Overground Class 378, but without the emergency exit. And the Class 376 may have a toilet on board. Hopefully I'll do Dartford to Cannon Street or Slade Green to Cannon Street. And there is the line from Victoria. Change here for the DLR and Southeastern services to Victoria, Sevenoaks, Orpington and via Sidcup. There's a possibility that there's a train in front of us. That down there is the Southeastern main line. You can also change here for the next station is Lewisham. Change for the DLR and other Southeastern services to Victoria, Hayes, Orpington, Sevenoaks and trains via Sidcup.
How do they do those? We'll get on the way back. Do you do which one? Oh, this is at the end. He lives on my own road. We don't. He lived in this area and then
Lewisham, last time I was here was October last year when I was doing the DLR full journeys. On that day I was back to Lewisham and back to Woolwich Arsenal. Then some plane spotting at City Airport. This is Lewisham. Change here for the DLR and Southeastern services to Victoria, Hayes, Orpington, Sevenoaks and via Sidcup. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford via Woolwich Arsenal. The next station is Blackheath. Please stand clear of the closing doors. Although standing up and congregating in the doorways isn't so bad if it's a short journey, but for a longer journey, such as with LNER up to Leeds, it's better to sit down and only congregate in the doorway when at a station, or when the train is approaching stations such as Peterborough. Thankfully, LNER have now updated the first class menus. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Change for trains via Bexleyheath. Yeah, LNER announced on Twitter their new first class menu. The Dine menu, it does look good. We're also going to do walkthroughs of different trains. Only long distance trains. Lumo from London to Edinburgh, which is standard only. Then Avanti on the hopefully refurbished Pendolino, and maybe the unrefurbished for the entire train sets. Northbound train will be a 9-carriage train, while southbound will only be an 11-carriage train. Change here for trains for Southeastern services via Bexleyheath. This is Blackheath. Change here for Southeastern services via Bexleyheath. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford via Woolwich Arsenal. The next station is Charlton. (1741) to Charing Cross, calling at Lewisham, London Bridge, Waterloo East and Charing Cross. Expect the journey back to Charing Cross to take 25 minutes. Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and platform edge when boarding. Unfortunately, on LNER, Prosecco isn't offered to first class passengers. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Change for Southeastern services via Greenwich to Cannon Street and Charing Cross, and also for Thameslink services to Luton via Greenwich. Good thing Elizabeth Line trains run every 5 minutes, specifically on the core section between Paddington and Abbeywood, and random intervals between Liverpool Street and Shenfield, every half an hour from Paddington to Reading and Paddington to Heathrow Airport. I think it's every 15 minutes to Heathrow Airport. from now on, with one train every half an hour continuing to Terminal 5 from Heathrow Central for Terminals 2 and 3. We're now out of the tunnel. Change here for services for Southeastern and Thameslink services to Greenwich. Change here for Southeastern trains to Cannon Street via Greenwich and Thameslink services to Luton via Greenwich. Blackfriars, City Thameslink, Farringdon, St Pancras and St Albans City. Change at Luton for services to Bedford. This is Charlton. Change here for Southeastern services to Cannon Street via Greenwich and Thameslink services to Luton via Greenwich. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Woolwich Dockyard. There is a westbound service. There is a class 466. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Expect doors to open on the right-hand side at Abbeywood, because on Abbeywood there are island platforms on both Elizabeth Line and Southeastern and Thameslink services. We're now half an hour away from Charing Cross. Thameslink service from Rainham to Luton. And we're through another tunnel. Charlton Lane Tunnel. Thameslink services do not stop here. Woolwich Dockyard. This is Woolwich Dockyard. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Woolwich Arsenal. At Woolwich Arsenal, change for DLR services, change for DLR and Elizabeth Line, including DLR services to London City Airport. And Elizabeth Line services to Heathrow, change at Paddington Heathrow. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Change for DLR and Elizabeth Line, including DLR services to London City Airport and Elizabeth Line services to Heathrow. Change at Paddington for Elizabeth Line services to Heathrow. Because the Elizabeth Line isn't direct from Abbey Wood to Reading or Heathrow just yet. Change here for DLR and Elizabeth Line, including DLR services to London City Airport. There aren't any plans for an Elizabeth Line station at London City Airport just yet. The padding on the seats is good. This is Woolwich Arsenal. Change here for DLR and Elizabeth Line, including DLR services to London City Airport. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Plumstead. Elizabeth line doesn't stop at Plumstead. "35 minutes later, we're at Woolwich Arsenal." Doors will open on the left-hand side. Once again, Elizabeth line isn't a tube line and should be included separately. We will shortly be arriving at Plumstead.
I didn't need to run, see?
This is Plumstead. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Abbey Wood. Plumstead. Doors will open on the right hand side. Change for Elizabeth line. There's the overhead lines, which means the Elizabeth line is close. There's the Elizabeth line at Plumstead depot. And there's the tunnel that Elizabeth line trains use. The core section between Paddington and Abbey Wood is only open between 6:30 AM and 11 PM on Mondays to Saturdays, except for this Sunday where it's the Queen's Jubilee or something like that. You may have noticed that all London Underground line trains have third rails and that the Elizabeth line has overhead lines, which is why the Elizabeth line must be included separately. Change here for Elizabeth line. Should be a... Oh yeah, there is Elizabeth line interchange. Only at Farringdon, Abbey Wood and Woolwich. There goes an Elizabeth line train to Paddington. Whenever the core section of the Elizabeth line between Paddington and Abbey Wood is closed, they probably use it for testing. Hello, Abbey Wood. See you later at Elizabeth Line. This is Abbey Wood. Change here for Elizabeth Line. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Belvedere. Excuse me, please. Can I clear over the doors? Oh yeah, that wind sound is coming from those windows. Doors are opening on the left hand side. It's the bank holiday weekend. This is Belvedere. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Erith. Or Erith, as it's my first time in the area. Apart from Elizabeth Line the other day, whether it was last week or the week before. Now raised apart. Maybe it's time to move. Sorry. Moving into the next carriage. We're now leaving Belvedere. Thameslink service not stopping here. Thameslink doesn't serve Woolwich Dockyard, Belvedere or Erith. Doors will open on the left hand side. I hope. Way out when the ticket office is closed. Sorry. This is Erith. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Slade Green. The next station is Slade Green. Doors will open on the left-hand side. Change for Southeastern services to Cannon Street via Bexley Heath and Sidcup. Those trains also call at London Bridge. This is Slade Green. Change here for Southeastern services to Cannon Street via Bexley Heath and Sidcup. Oyster and contactless pay as you go area. Knockholt is the last station. This is Slade Green. This is Slade Green. This is a Southeastern service to Dartford. The next station is Dartford. Also change here for services via Bexley Heath and Sidcup. Maybe Dartford is where this train terminates. Change for Southeastern services to Gravesend and Thameslink services to Rainham also changed for Southeastern services via Bexley Heath and Sidcup. There's the Slade Green Southeastern depot, the Class 707. The Desiro City is the it consists of the Class 700 Thameslink, Class 707 Southeastern and Southwestern Railway, initially Southwest trains, but then they turned into Southwestern Railway in 2017. Some Class 707s were transferred to Southeastern, and also the Class 717, which operates with Great Northern. The Class 717 has an emergency exit at each end, similar to the London Overground Class 378. The furthest you can use your Oyster or contactless card is to Knockholt, Swanley or Dartford. As well as to Stratford International, probably. Interchange with Riverboat services at Woolwich Arsenal, London Bridge, at Woolwich Arsenal, London Bridge, only at Woolwich Arsenal and London Bridge, as well as Greenwich. DLR at Lewisham, Greenwich and Woolwich Arsenal. London Overground at New Cross and Denmark Hill and Peckham Row. London Underground lines Victoria, Brixton, Charing Cross, Waterloo East, London Bridge, Blackfriars, Eltham Castle.
You will shortly be arriving at Dartford.
Change here for Southeastern services to Gravesend and Gillingham, and Thameslink services to Rainham. Also change here for Southeastern services via Gravesend and Sidcup. Doors will open on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. Actually, doors will open on the left-hand side. That train's continuing onward to Gravesend. There's probably someone inspecting on board, inspecting to see whether someone has Oyster or contactless. If they do have Oyster or contactless, they get off. This is Dartford. This train terminates here. All changes. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you at all times when leaving the train. I think it's the end of the journey today from Charing Cross to Dartford via Lewisham and Woolwich Arsenal. Time to tap out and end the video. As always, see you in the next video. Goodbye.